Good morning students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about the structure of cell. Cells are found in different shapes and sizes. So let us discuss the shapes and sizes of cells. As you can see in this video, I have made pictures of different kinds of cells. Elongated shape, smooth muscle cell and sperm cells are of elongated shape. Elongated means lambe. Second is oval or round shape. Blood cells and ovum are of round shape. Star shape, as you can see in this video, I have made a nerve cell. This is the nerve cell. You can see the body of this cell is in star shape. Another one is bone cell. Bone cells are also star shape. So these are the shapes of cells of different sizes. Now we will discuss about the unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. First of all, unicellular organisms. What are unicellular organisms? You know that the organisms made up of single cell are called unicellular organisms. So, with the discovery of microscope, we came to know that a single cell may constitute a whole organism like amoeba, chlamydomonas, paramecium and bacteria. All these organisms are the example of unicellular organisms. Uni means single and cellular means celled. So, single celled organisms are called unicellular organisms. As you can see in this picture, I have made a diagram of an amoeba. It is a single celled organism. It has a nucleus in its cell body. Vacuoles are present and protoplasm, living fluid, is present in the cell. The shape and size of the cells are related to the specific function they perform. Each living cell has the capacity to perform certain functions that are characteristics of all living organism. तो जो सेल होता है वो डिफरेंट शेप और साइज में होता है और उनका जो फंक्शन होता है वो उनको कौन से परफॉर्म करने जीवित रहने के लिए उसके अकॉर्डिंग उनके फंक्शंस होते हैं और इन फंक्शंस के द्वारा वो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स को जीवन प्रदान करते हैं. मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स. मल्टी मीन्स मैनी. So the organisms having many cells are called multicellular organisms. Like you all know, plants, animals, even human beings are animals. So we are also living organisms which are multicellular organisms. So in this way, now you know that cells can be single celled in unicellular organisms and many cells in multicellular organisms. Our next point is division of labor. We know that there is a division of labor in multicellular organisms such as humans. This means that different parts of human body perform different functions such as we have heart to pump blood, a stomach to digest food and kidney to filter blood, etc. आप सबको पता है कि हमारे बॉडी बहुत सारे फंक्शंस परफॉर्म करती है. डाइजेशन करती है फूड का, फिल्टर करती है ब्लड को, पंप करती है, रेस्पिरेशन करती है. तो ये करते कौन है? ऑर्गन्स. लेकिन ऑर्गन्स किससे बने हुए हैं? सेल से, टिश्यूज से. तो ये सेल्स को ये सारे फंक्शंस परफॉर्म करने पड़ते हैं. Therefore, similarly, the division of labor is also seen within a cell. Each cell has got specific component within the cell which are called as cell organelles. सेल के अंदर क्या होते हैं? सेल ऑर्गेनल्स होते हैं. आपने सबने सुना होगा माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, गोल्गी बॉडीज, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, ये सब सेल ऑर्गेनल्स हैं जो डिफरेंट फंक्शंस को परफॉर्म करते हैं. In this way, a cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi bodies, nucleus. तो मैंने आपको जैसे बताया कि सेल जो होते हैं वो फंक्शंस परफॉर्म करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ सेल ऑर्गेनल्स. अब हम देखेंगे कि सेल से बॉडी बनती कैसे है, ऑर्गेनिज्म बनता कैसे है. सो नंबर ऑफ सेल्स टुगेदर कंबाइन टू फॉर्म टिश्यूज टुगेदर कंबाइन टू फॉर्म ऑर्गन्स, एंड ऑर्गन्स टुगेदर परफॉर्म functions to make systems, and in this way various systems like respiration, digestion, circulation are performed by a living organism, which can be plant or can be animal. Thank you guys for watching my video. Good day.